What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tony Swedberg, and this is the best car sales techniques for selling cars fast. So when I really wanted to get good at sales, I wanted to be the best salesman I could, I had to ask myself a couple questions, and these are questions that you must ask yourself if you want to be the best. Ask yourself, how do people buy? The answer to that is people buy with emotions. So excitement gets somebody to buy a car. Now what am I saying? Am I saying that you don't have to sell the car and go over all the features? Correct. Go over a couple key features that you think your customer will enjoy, and it will bring emotions and it will bring excitement into the deal. But really, overselling will kill your deal. If you start talking about stuff that they're not interested in, or it's just too much information, it's gonna kill the emotions, which will kill the sale. So another question I ask myself is, how do I get paid? It might sound like a dumb question to ask, but a lot of people don't realize how you get paid in the car business or any sales job, and that's being a closer. Closing the deal is how you get paid. You don't get paid to sell, and if you do, it's $8 an hour, or it's just draw money that you have to pay back, and that's not the goal of this video. I want you guys to make over $10,000 a month, and to make that kind of money, you have to be a closer. Okay, so keep emotions extremely high. You want to have an exciting process and a fast process to keep emotions very high, because you can only keep emotions high for so long. And then be a closer. After emotions are really high, that's when someone buys. So make sure to always do a trial close at the end of your test drive. So being a closer means at the end of the test drive, hey guys, do you have any concerns? Great, so if I get this car in your budget, you'll take this one, right? Now, if they have an objection, being a closer means that you have an answer for every objection, a good one that makes sense to the customer. And after solving the objection, they should feel a lot more comfortable, and that's when you go for the close again. I'm gonna give you guys a few examples at the end of this video, so make sure to watch until the end, and make sure to hit that subscribe button right now below us so you don't miss another video and you succeed in 2019. Okay, first tip I'm gonna give you guys is ban yourself from taking ups, even if you're on the floor. Stop taking ups and start calling people. I understand everybody on the floor hates calling people, because what they do is they work a customer the day before, the other day, and then the manager wants them to call them back. Now, you being a good salesman, or at least thinking you're a good salesman, after working somebody for hours and hours, the last thing you want to do is give them a call. So that's not what I'm talking about. That gives people the idea that making phone calls sucks. So I'm talking about calling fresh leads that want to talk to you. So I'm not going to get into this too much, but get into the internet department, not BDC. That's setting up appointments. I want you to set up your appointments and sell and deliver the car. So getting into the internet department is like getting a whole bunch of bones. So what bones is like that guy at the dealership who sells a bunch of cars, or who has been there for a while. Maybe all the managers just like him and give him a bunch of sales. Those are called bones. Like, hey, here's a deal, here's a bone, is what we call it in the car business. Now that's like the internet department. All this money your general manager and company is spending to bring in traffic and for the website and for several different websites, where does all that traffic go? You want to go there, because you're going to be having people call in, you're going to be taking leads from online. There's going to be so many different sources of traffic, and a lot of them are going to just be deals. Hey Tony, I don't have an internet department. What do I do? Well, still stop taking ups, okay? You guys need to stay at your desk, live at your desk, get very comfortable, put some energy drinks, a fridge, whatever you got to do to enjoy that workspace, because that's where you need to spend all your time to make this job a career so you don't hate it. Okay, I couldn't stand standing outside waiting for an up and then having to test drive 5 cars while they're shopping. You guys need to find calls to make in that database. Everybody has a database with a bunch of customers. You want to be a professional expert at that database. You want to know where the service people are. You want to get their cars traded in. You want to be sending out text messages to everybody in service, saying that you'll give them top dollar for their car and discount a car down. If they find one they like, set the appointment, close them on the appointment, close them when they get there. That's how you sell cars, you guys. And take phone ups. Sit at your desk and take phone ups. This is the kind of traffic that's going to make it a very enjoyable career. Not standing outside in the heat. By the end of the day, you're exhausted. No, you're inside. You're sitting at your desk. You have tons of energy when you get home because you're not standing around all day. Okay, so let's say I'm calling people all day, let's say I work for 8 hours a day. It's a little bit longer than that, but you take some breaks. So if I'm calling people every single minute, every time, just keep calling. Let's say I set 1 appointment every hour, which is very realistic. So 8 appointments in a day. Now they say 50% of appointments show. So now 4 people show and 50% of those buy a car. So that's selling 2 cars in a day. Okay, now something happens, maybe you sell 1 car in a day. That's still 30 cars a month. It's a numbers game, you guys. If you talk to more people, I don't care if the other guy on the floor is way better than you in sales. If you're talking to double the amount of people he is, you're most likely gonna sell more cars than he is. So guys, come on, you're at this dealership all day, every day. Let's get good at it. Let's start thinking about ways that we can get better. So one way I want you guys to think is, imagine, let's say you're bad on the phone, maybe you're okay on the phone. Let's say you call somebody and you get somebody in after a 5-minute phone call. If someone's gonna take a phone call and talk to you for 5 minutes and they're ready, willing to come into the dealership, do you guys think it's gonna be a deal? Yes, it's gonna be a deal. So if you guys like this video so far, hit the like button and make sure to keep watching until the end. So even if you're not that good on the phone or you don't have much experience, if you set 1 appointment, guys, just 1 appointment every 2 hours and you work for 8 hours, that's 4 appointments. Half of those show, that's 2, you're gonna close 1 of them. That's 1 car a day. You guys just have to be consistent and I promise you guys will see the fruits of your labor. At the end of the first month of doing this, yes, the first month, you're gonna get your return. At the end of the first month, you guys, once you get this paycheck, you're gonna be blown away by how much money you're making. And now, since you know the process works, it's gonna be so much easier for you guys to do. Okay, so this makes selling cars a career, you guys. And after making 30 to 50 calls, sending out 50 text messages, being consistent every single day, because guys, it's gonna take a few days to build up and get some momentum and traffic coming in. Really guys, if you do exactly what I'm saying, you're gonna have your biggest check after 1 month of doing this, and you're always gonna do this process. After 1 month, that's all you have to last is 1 month, okay? And then once you see that check, that's all you're gonna have to see to keep you going. So again, stop taking ups. These people are just walking in, they don't know what they want. You're gonna show them a bunch of different cars. You're probably gonna do a couple test drives. They probably have plans to hit a bunch of other dealerships. So start engraving in your brain that selling cars with appointments is way better. These are people that are open to getting into a new car. They came in over a phone call and they're open to making a deal with you. Now, I hope this video is motivating you to go, sit at your desk. Maybe you're a fan of mine, you watch my videos. I hope it's motivating you to go there and just make calls. But remember guys, motivation only gets so far. Drive is what's gonna keep you going, okay? So after a couple calls, after some people, you gotta cycle through these people. So after a couple people, just hang up on you, maybe tell you something you don't like, whatever. You gotta expect it before it even comes and just keep calling people. Like laugh, take a sip of your Red Bull and keep calling people. So more than half the time with these appointments, you're already gonna know what car they're on, okay? So the car's pulled up, you do a quick test drive. It's not an up, so it's not like your manager's watching to see if you can bring them inside. No, he's gonna see you walk up, introduce yourself, shake their hand, he's gonna notice you have full control, and then you're gonna go straight to the car. You're not even gonna do a guest sheet. You're gonna go straight to the car that's pulled up because you know what car they wanted, and you're gonna do a quick test drive. Emotions are gonna be high. They met you, the car's pulled up. It's not like it's in service or behind 5 cars and they have to wait. No, you do a quick test drive, build emotion, maybe a little bit of value in there, and then you're gonna ask for the close. So do you have any concerns about this one? Okay, great. So if I get this one in your budget, you'll take this one, right? Boom. It's a 2-step process, you guys, that's it. Okay, so as a car salesman, you're there all day long. You guys wanna get really good. So here's when the sales techniques come in. When somebody has an objection, all you do is solve it and ask for the business again. So you solve objections and then you ask for the business. Solve the objection, ask for the business. So here's the objection. I want to look around and make sure this is the right car. I haven't been anywhere. So you guys want to be surprisingly unconfrontational. So what I would say is, I understand I did the same thing when I was looking for a car to sell. Then build value. So let's say I'm talking about a Lexus. The reason I chose Lexus is because, in my opinion, it's one of the only luxury cars that you can pay off and keep. Toyota makes Lexus, so they're very reliable. And take in mind, if something does happen, it's usually half the price of a Mercedes or BMW. And I could tell you guys plan on keeping the car for a while, right? Then go into the trial close. Give them a little bit of an incentive. So if I get you guys a really good price on this one, you guys would take this one, right? So I'm constantly, no matter what it is, oh, it doesn't have a sunroof. Okay, well, if I got this one, but it had a sunroof and I got in your budget, you guys would take this one, right? So just solve the objection and then ask for the business again. And that's closing. So on this channel, I'm gonna teach you how to be a closer. So please hit that subscribe button and help me grow to 10,000 subscribers.